Hello again, everybody. We are playing with the bit board from Brown Dog Gadgets, which came with my Rover, small robotics kind of kit. It is an expansion board for the microbit, and in the kit comes a strip of NeoPixels attached to this adapter where you could hook it up to Lego stuff. And because the kit comes with some Lego Techniques building blocks, or you can use other Legos too. So we're going to code it, and I'm just going to show you basically how to code it. Now, first we got to plug the microbit in to the board, and I need to actually plug the microbit into the computer. And you see some lights went on. Okay. Now I also need to plug this into the bit board. There are 3 pins, so I need 3 cables. They are socket to socket. It does not matter what colors they are. You just have to know what colors go where. And I'll show you that in a moment. So I'm just going to grab this and plug it in. Now, if we look under here, I don't know if you can see this, but if you've got one, you'll be able to see it. The bottom is ground, then VCC, which is voltage, and then in, and that's the signal. So my blue is ground, and I go from there. I'm going to plug it into these, anywhere on these set of pins, because it only needs the 3 volts. Again, these are 5-volt pins. And blue is ground. I gotta make sure I do that. How do I know what's ground? Well, here on the bit board, it says negative, positive, then nothing. So the negative is going to be ground, the positive is going to be VCC, and then the nothing is signal. And I'm just going to plug it into the top one. No rhyme or reason. If I can plug it into the top one. And I just have to know that the top one is pin 1 on the microbit. All right, now we have to go onto the computer to make code. So I am in Chrome to make code for a reason, because on the Mac, Firefox doesn't like to connect directly to the microbit. It wants to download the file, and for some reason, the Mac OS Ventura does not like to let you drag and drop. I found that out with a find error, but Chrome will let you connect directly to the microbit and download directly to it. So let's go new project. Let's go NeoPix. Now something about make code. Your files are saved in cache. So if I clear the cache, my files are gone. If I go to another computer, I'm not logged into anything. So if you want to save, there is a way to save. It kind of basically creates your file as a website with a URL. You have to save that URL. We'll talk about that maybe at the end. All right, NeoPixels. Well, there's nothing here for NeoPixels. So we have to get an extension, another set of code that somebody wrote, another set of blocks. So either click on extensions here, and it'll get you all these things, or click on extensions here. Ta-da! See, all sorts of things that you can do. There's the NeoPixel one. If it doesn't show up, obviously you can search for it, right? All right, so there's NeoPixels. It's going to drop in a whole new set of blocks right here. Actually, 2 sets of blocks. Those and those. Those are for you to explore to your heart's desire. I just want to show you how to use them basically, and then you figure out how to put them into your projects. First thing you have to do, you have to tell the microbit you've got NeoPixels. I tend to put that on start. Before you want to use them, you have to tell them you've got them. Okay? So here's what happens here. It creates a variable called strip. You can change the name of that variable to headlights, to dome lights, to flashing, whatever you want to call it, lights, but it just calls it strip. But you can change that. And it says, hey, we've got the variable, and there are some NeoPixels attached to it at pin 0. Nope, I'm not on pin 0. I'm on pin 1 with 24 LEDs. No, I've only got 8. And it's ready. Okay? Now set range. That allows you to split a strip up. And that works really well if you got like the 30 and 60 or bigger, longer strips. You kind of want to do them in chunks. That works really nicely. It's got some automatic things: set color, set rainbow, set color. Again, drop down menus, right? Ta-da! Um, what else we got here? Bar graph, strip show, strip clear, use saturation, shift pixels, rotate pixels, things to play with. All right. You can set a single neopixel to color. So set pixel at here to that. Set pixel color at this to that kind of thing. So there's some settings. Gets the RGB value of a known color. A decimal number. I don't know why you would set pixel to a decimal number, but maybe it's a brightness thing, right? Brightness, ease, matrix, and then RGB values that you can play with. So let us go back to the full one, and let's just grab set strip to show a color. Now when? Well, let's use input. Let's grab our button, press. So hey, when we press button A, let's show red. I'm going to copy that, and let's use button B. On button B, let's show color. And again, we get to talk about where I'm on more RGB values. Red, green, blue values. They go from 0 to 255. There are 256 shades of red, 256 shades of green, and 256 shades of blue. I'm just going to pick a random color. 120. So it's going to be more blue than red and more of that than green. So kind of purplish with a little bit of green in it. Right? All right. So here on Chrome, it allows you to connect or disconnect directly to the microbit or download as a file for you to drag and drop. Mac Ventura will not let you drag and drop. So we got to be connected. So now just click download. And on your microbit, the little yellow LED on the back should be flashing. So let's go over to that. I'll do it again. Well, maybe I won't. So there's a little LED back here there we are, that will flash when it's getting a file. And then it stops flashing when it's got the file. So here we go. I'm going to press button A. Red, yay! And then I'm going to press button B. And it went to a different color. I don't know what color that would be. It's hard to sometimes see colors when they're just out. Sometimes easier to see them with a tissue paper, kind of diffusing them, or like acrylic, a frosted acrylic to diffuse them, or reflected. So there I'm pressing button A, there I'm pressing button B. So that's how to code NeoPixels on a bitboard. Just using the bitboard to connect NeoPixels to the microbit, and then make code to code them. So play with all the different pieces of the code in there. Have fun.